let's talk about, when you're saying you're focusing on the engineers, right? So if you target them and you're saying, okay, now you want actually to book that meeting, and that can be in person, right? It can be face-to-face, it can be the virtual face-to-face, it can be the email, it can be the text, right? There's so many ways we can communicate. And I think if I look at my time, it's been harder to, if it's something outside of the company, it's been harder to book a time with me because I value my time differently now. Have you seen any challenges here, and how are you going around it to book that time actually?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of challenges. The change in the way professional industry people work has been deeply impacted by COVID. I think people from the engineering level to supply chain to even our suppliers have become very comfortable with, the virtual vehicle. We set goals for ourselves for a certain number of virtual meetings with our customers, for example, because we've come to realize that if you go to the customer and you say, look, how do you want to work? Oftentimes they'll tell us, we want you to work with us virtually because as of now, even today, there are several of my largest accounts that the entire staff is not fully back in the facility itself, the facility proper. We have engineers that have packed up and moved to remote locations and they never intend to come back. So when we're focused on technology net meetings, we find that the customers desire this approach. But let me say this too. It's always been a challenge. Since I started this business, getting someone to have a meeting with you has always been a challenge. So the bottom line is there has to be a compelling reason. And we look for technology on our line card that has a value proposition, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
We've moved a bit away from commodity type products and we've focused more on engineered solutions. So I think for us, we're looking for that engineered solution that's going to benefit the customer and they have an interest in actually talking to us.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Mind Innovation Podcast. New episodes are dropping bi-weekly, so make sure you're following wherever you get your podcast. You can find me on LinkedIn, search for Sannah Vinding. You can also find me on YouTube, search for Mind Innovation, or go to my website, sannahvinding.com or mindinnovation.com. Stay curious, keep learning.